Hey, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to all the brothers. Peace to the elect and all the men pushing this work in sincerity and in truth. This is Brother to mine from GMS Toronto coming at you with another video. So, I'm going to make this quick, right? Because this thing is starting to leak into Jake turning into a bunch of fruit pops, okay? First, you see these celebrities, right? These celebrities are starting to like paint their nails, right? You have Shaquille O'Neal here with his dirty ass feet, right? You know, the funny thing is about these celebrities, you can tell it's an agenda that they're pushing, right? They're literally coming for your children, man. Right? Because these guys have no business, you know, doing what the things that they're doing. They're multimillionaires, right? They're multimillionaires. Some of them on their way to being so-called billionaires, and they still have to be little bitches for their bosses, right? They come around you and act like they're bosses, talk that shit on how much money they have, but at the end of the day, they have to push a certain agenda. That means they have handlers, right? This is Shaq dirty ass toes. These niggas starting to paint their nails like women, okay? This is NBA young boy, I mean NBA young girl, right? This is whoever this is, right? Dad paints his nails after 5-year-old son is bullied for wearing polish. I have your back. Instead of him protecting his son by making him, you know, giving him some manly principles, this dude is pretty much joining in the bandwagon. And this is another thing. In the West, they have this thing called soft parenting, where, you know, the child gets to do and say whatever the fuck they want, right? And there's no consequences to their actions. Of course, you're gonna get bullied. You paint your nails. Why? Because children don't have no filter. Children are not born the way that they say children are born, right? They naturally know what's wrong and what's right. That's for girls. This is Dwayne Wade, right? Shows off his perfect pedicure and freshly painted red toenails, right? So all of these guys, you know, they're part of that culture of corrupting your children, right? It says here, look at Shaq's awful feet with painted toenails. This was 2018. So these guys are pushing this because they're like, you know, they're trying to normalize that whole there's no gender, right? Because I have a friend whose friend, her friend, she doesn't talk to him anymore, but because she criticized him for like painting his fingernails yellow, and he tried to talk about there's no genders anymore, right? And then he got mad, so they don't really talk, you know, because she called him out. But this is what's going on in Israel right now. 2/3 really need to go, because if we don't get out of here, your children and your children's children, this is going to be the norm for these people, right? As long as you're here in the West, you're permitted to you're open to a lot of corruption, right? And the brother brought it out and said that's why Enoch was taken out, because, you know, the Lord didn't want him to be corrupted. And that's what's going to happen to the elect. The elect is going to be taken out of here because the Lord does not want the elect to be corrupted, right? So because of the remnant of Israel, man, the Israel of Israel, or else we would have been like these weirdos, man, right? You have Drake Neals, right? This guy, so-called champagne poppy, now is champagne mommy, right? Look at this. This guy paints his fingernails, whatever color this is, pink, right? And, you know, these guys have a lot of influences out here. So, and, you know, even these so-called hardcore gangsters in Toronto over here, right? They won't call this guy out because what? He has money, right? And niggas, you already know niggas always gonna respect the money over morale and integrity, right? So this is what this world's coming to. All you Jake are, you're literally switching over to that side, right? What did the Lord said? The Lord said, um, the remnant. If it weren't for the remnant, we would have been a Sodom. We would have been. It's not yet. There it is. Would have been a Sodom. Damn crackheads over here, man. Isaiah 1:9. Except the Lord of hosts had left us a very small remnant, we would have been as Sodom, and we would have been like unto Gomorrah, right? A bunch of fruit flies, man. Making a video. I'll call you back. We would have been like unto fruit flies, like these guys. Okay? So that's what's going on, man. The Lord is literally exposing these guys and exposing to you and tell you the place that we're living in is literally Sodom. Right? Let me get Revelation. Revelation 11. Right? 11 and 11 and 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified. Right? So that's what we're dealing with. We're living in a spiritual Sodom. Okay? And these celebrities, these Jake celebrities, right? They have nothing to do. They have nothing else better to do than to corrupt your children, right? So, I'll leave it there. All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and truth. I say Shalom.